Welcome to the first Beyond Layers podcast about trends in additive manufacturing, especially professional 3D printing and 3D scanning.
Remember those sci-fi movies, where they just print like a wrench out of it? It's like, poof, there it is. Well, someone sent us a website, and it's all about that future.
Okay.
We're taking a deep dive into ADMASYS CZ. They're bringing 3D printing to businesses, and like in a really big way.
It's not even just about like the printing anymore. It's, scanning, designing, prototyping, like the whole 9 yards, building a whole process. I think that's what's so cool about ADMASYS CZ. They get that.
So their website, it lays it all out, like 8 reasons why businesses need to get on board with 3D printing.
Yeah.
And some of them, they're kind of obvious, like saving money on production.
Yeah.
Right? And who doesn't want things to move faster, so faster turnaround times. But then it gets really cool. They're talking about designs that before were impossible. Like you just couldn't make them. And now companies can do things that, no one else can. It gives them a real edge.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the exciting part. It's not just like, oh, we're more efficient now. It's like, bam, new level of design freedom. Think about crazy geometries, lattices inside the parts, customized, like every single thing you make. I mean, that was like a dream before, with the old way of making stuff.
Right.
Now with 3D printing, it's like, yeah, we do that.
It's the new normal. And they've got the goods. Like they have printers for everything. Thermoplastics, that's the basic stuff, right? Then you need something strong. Composites. And for like hardcore durability, they've got metal printers.
And it's that range of materials that's key. Thermoplastics, they're like your everyday workhorse. Think like Legos, but way more versatile.
Oh, yeah.
Then you've got your composites. They're like super strong, like reinforced concrete, perfect when you need a part to really withstand some serious pressure. And then there's metal printing. That's changing everything. Aerospace, medical, anything where you need both precision and strength. Metal printing's where it's at. So yeah, each material, it just opens up a world of possibilities,
It's like they have a 3D printing solution for every industry out there. And hold on, because it gets better. They don't just stop at printers, right? Scanners, design software, they even have a place to buy and sell used equipment. It's like a whole 3D printing world.
A whole ecosystem. They're not just trying to sell you something. They're selling you the solution, the whole package. And part of that is making sure businesses aren't left hanging, like how to actually use this tech, which is where their application center comes in.
Yes. Their application center. This is where it gets real. You can see these 3D printing wonders in action. Because it's one thing to read about it, but to see it, the speed, the precision, the creativity, game changer.
Totally. It's not just about, oh, here's the technology. It's about showing businesses, look, this is how you can use this. This is how it can work for you, for your problems.
And it really brings it home? They've got these case studies on their site showing how it's working in the real world. One that caught my eye, maybe it's just me, but they're 3D printing concrete formwork.
See, and that's a perfect example right there. This technology is changing things that you wouldn't even think of. Concrete formwork. Those molds for shaping concrete, that's always been a huge pain. Slow, wasteful, the whole deal. But 3D printing. You print what you need when you need it, crazy shapes, and way less waste.
And forget those clunky one-size-fits-all forms. They're printing custom shapes, perfect fit for each project. Old school construction meets cutting-edge tech. It's really cool.
And that's just scratching the surface. This is just the beginning for 3D printing. It's already changing how companies operate, how they come up with new ideas across industries.
And they've got this other case study. It's about Audi Sport, the race car people.
Yeah.
They're using these Ultimaker 3D printers, which, by the way, ADMASYS CZ, they supply them, but Audi's using them to totally change how they build their cars.
See, and what's amazing about that, about Audi Sport, is they're not just using it for prototypes, which a lot of car companies do, right? They're using 3D printing for the actual parts that go on the race cars.
Wow.
And they're saying it's saving them a ton of money, like over 80%, and the time it takes to get those parts way faster, which in that world, racing, that's everything, right?
80%. I mean, any business hears that,
yeah,
and they're going to pay attention.
Huh.
It just shows you this technology It's not just some gimmick. It gets real results, even for companies like Audi at the top of their game.
Right. And it's not just about saving money or time even. It's about they can try out new designs so fast, way faster. It means they can push the limits of what these cars can do.
Yeah.
They don't have to wait like they used to, weeks to get a prototype. Print it in-house, test it, tweak it, and boom, it's on the track.
It's like they're saying, we don't just build fast cars. We build them fast because of 3D printing. And it seems like ADMASYS CZ, that's what they want to be for companies, not just a supplier, but a partner. Like they're really pushing their services, their support.
Well, yeah, because it can be intimidating, right?
Oh.
3D printing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a whole new world for a lot of businesses.
Yeah.
But ADMASYS CZ is like, hey, we're here with you. We'll show you how it's done. They'll like consult with you, figure out where 3D printing fits into your business, how to make it work. And then they're there to help you along the way so you actually get it right.
And get this, they even have a training academy, which I love.
Yeah.
It's like you can have the best equipment in the world, but someone's going to know how to use it right.
Exactly. You got to have people who know what they're doing, how to run the machines, how to design for 3D printing, how to fix things when they break. And ADMASYS CZ, they get that.
Yeah,
Like that
so
commitment to training, that tells me they're playing the long game. They're not just trying to make a quick buck. They want to build something that lasts. And I think that's huge for businesses, knowing they've got a partner who's in it for the long haul.
So you've got the application center where you can see it all in action,
Yeah.
right? You've got the consulting so they can figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
You've got the training academy to get your people up to speed. It really does feel like the whole package.
Right. It's like, don't just buy a machine, invest in this partnership that can change how you do business, like really change it for the better.
So we've talked about the tech, what it can do, why it matters, but let's shift gears a bit. Why is this important for you? You know, the person listening right now, I mean, you sent us this website, so you're interested in ADMASYS CZ,
Yeah.
in what they're doing. But what's the question you're really asking yourself?
Right. Are you thinking about your own business? Like, how can I make things run better? Are you wondering if 3D printing is going to, like, turn your industry upside down like it's doing with construction and cars and all that? Or maybe you're just, blown away by this technology, by what it can do, how it can change the world.
I think with a company like ADMASYS CZ, it really gets you thinking, like what if? What if we could do this? What if we could change that? We've seen how they're helping companies do things that nobody thought were possible. The concrete stuff, those car parts, it's amazing. But what about you listening? What about your industry? What are the things you think can't be done that maybe, just maybe, 3D printing could change everything?
That's the thing about this technology. It's not just, oh, this is for cars or this is for construction. It's for everybody. Like, think about healthcare.
Yeah.
Printing prosthetic limbs, custom-made printing models that surgeons can use to practice, even printing tissues and organs. That's the future right there.
Yeah.
Or manufacturing, imagine. You need a part, you just print it right then and there. No more waiting, no more huge warehouses full of stuff. It's a whole new world.
Mind-blowing. And that's why I think what ADMASYS CZ is doing with the whole partnership thing, it's so smart. Because, yeah, the technology is incredible, but you got to know how to use it, how to make it work for you, how to train your people, how to, deal with the bumps along the road.
It's not just plug and play, right? It takes some work.
Yeah.
But that's where having someone like them who can guide you through all that makes all the difference. They're not going to leave you hanging. They want you to succeed, to use this technology to do amazing things.
So if you're out there thinking about 3D printing, exploring this stuff, here's something to remember. This isn't a fad. This tech, it's not going anywhere but up. What's revolutionary today, next year, it's just how we do things.
Yeah, it's moving that fast. And that's, I think, what makes it so exciting, right? The companies that win, they're not going to be the ones stuck in the past. They're going to be the ones who embrace the new stuff, who aren't afraid to experiment, to try crazy things, just like ADMASYS CZ is doing and what they're helping their clients do.
And hey, maybe someday we'll look back and say, remember when 3D printing seemed so futuristic?
Yeah.
Because it'll just be life. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time.